It's not often that I actually get in front of the camera without a clear-cut direction on where I want to take the conversation, what it is that I want to talk about. But I know that the issue of being stuck in whatever place you're stuck right now is an issue. Now, there are several reasons why we become stuck where we are. And let's just be real, sometimes it has nothing to do with business. But we're going to get into some of the business things as well. But when you look at your life, your spouse, your children, your community, there are things that come up that freaking stress you out. One argument with a spouse can set you on end for a day, a week, a month or more. A situation that's serious with your kids can set you on end and really affect the things that go on in your business. And I don't think we talk enough about this, quite honestly. Business problems many times are indicative of personal problems that we bring into the business. And I'm no stranger to this. I'm no stranger to having personal issues really circumvent or, get in the way of what it is that I'm trying to accomplish on the business front. But that family side is important too. And when that family is whole, and when we pay attention to that, and when we actually do the things to fix the issues that are going wrong at home, many times the business issues just will straighten themselves out. And I'm telling you this from personal experience, not from any sort of reading of a blog or watching a video. I go through these things just like you go through these things, just like every other business owner goes through these things. And I think that makes us human. I don't think it makes us weak. I think it makes us who it is that we are. I think that when we really learn how to get better at dealing with the issues that are going on at home, it makes the issues in business seem surmountable, seems that we can overcome whatever challenge faces us. Because so many times, and when we start talking about business, it comes down to a lot of times excuses that are being made. What are the excuses that we're putting in front of our own success? There are many that we can put there. Many times, depending on what it is that you do, you might want to blame leads, right? You might want to blame, well, I'm getting a bunch of bad leads, so I can't make any sales. That's an utter excuse. The reason that I'm saying that is because I deal with so many successful entrepreneurs, business owners, and particularly in the life insurance industry, that are doing 50, 80, 100K, 200K a month. You know why? Because they don't give themselves an excuse. They don't give themselves an out. The excuses that we put in front of our success are the things that causes our success not to happen. Because any challenge that we face, whether it's in family, whether it's in business, can be overcome. There's not a challenge that can't be overcome unless you ignore the challenge. Unless you make the challenge so big that it just is an excuse that is in your way. And I'm calling it an excuse because I know that whatever it is that you're dealing with right now can be overcome. It's just a matter of developing a plan and sticking to it. And instead of looking at the excuse as the reason for failure, I want you to start looking at excuses, or whatever that excuse may be for you. I want you to start looking at the excuses as the way to your success. Overcoming the excuses that we give are going to enable us to never let them have control of us. Because at the end of the day, your success or failure is completely 100% in your control. It's just a matter of perspective in many cases. If you're stuck at a certain point, or if you feel like you can't get past a certain point, then you've got to flip it around. I don't know if you ever watched the series, now I'm forgetting, House of Cards. And one of the things in there is like, if you don't like how the table is set, then turn the table over, because there is an other side to the table. It comes down to our own ingenuity. It comes down to our own toughness. It comes down to us keeping the promises that we've made to ourselves as to why we even got into business in the first place. You got into this industry for a reason. I don't know what that reason was for you. I don't know what that why is for you. But if that why isn't strong enough, if that reason isn't strong enough, you probably won't succeed. But if you're determined that no matter what happens, you are going to succeed, there is nothing and no one that can stand in your way. Period. Because it is all in your hands. It is all in your control. And so when you're thinking about that thing that you're complaining about right now in business, and you're complaining about a lead source, or you're complaining about an employee, or you're complaining about how the freaking table is set, turn the table over. Your success or failure is no one else's fault, and it is in no one else's hands but your own. But the power that you give to an excuse or a reason why you can't succeed is your own fail-safe. It is your own safety net. It is your own get-out-of-jail-free card. I didn't succeed because of, and you can point to something. The only reason that you won't succeed is because of you. The only reason you will not succeed is because of you.